Alright, what's up guys? Patch here again doing my December Zample box review for you guys. This is going to be their gold box. It's also going to be their 3 milligram drippers blend, so everything's going to be over 70% VG. A lot of these I couldn't really find information on. I did some digging for about 30-40 minutes. Couldn't really find some stuff on him. Kind of gave up, so any more information you guys can give me would be great help. Leave them down in the comments below. Everyone else who watches this can check it out too. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's jump right into this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my new toy off, which I'm definitely going to be talking to you guys about a little bit later. Everyone's been talking about it. Finally got it in. I'll talk about it, which is my Aspire Atlantis tank. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to slap my 454 big block on here. Rebuilt this. Got a twisted 28 gauge, I think it is, coil in there. Single coil set at, what she's reading at. She's writing about 0.5, and I'm gonna go ahead and bump this up higher than my other reviews and bump her up to around 40 watts for you guys. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get started. So Keystone Vapor is going to be my first juice that I got out of this box. Keystone Vapor comes to us out of Pennsylvania. This is going to be a 3 milligram, of course, like I said, drippers blend, 70-30, so still good to use in your tanks. Might get a couple of dry hits and have to take a couple of priming hits, but still awesome. So this birch beer flavor is going to be very similar to a root beer flavor. I'm going ahead and I'm going to start giving these grades of how many out of 10, and this one I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. The flavor's really clean, but at least for me, no matter what I vape it at, I get a huge throat hit. Sometimes like it's getting me coughing like I'm a rookie on this shit because it burns so bad. That's the only reason I'm knocking this thing down. But good flavor. I'll put a couple of drops in here and let you guys take a quick look at her and throw some clouds. So like I said, I got the IPV version 2, which y'all know is my favorite mod. Got the 454 big block. Yeah, like I said, it's got a massive throat hit. Don't know if it's the flavor or what, but just massive throat hit. Next up is going to be from Chalice Vapor. Really love the artwork on their bottles. I got 2 juices, which I'll go one after the other. This is one of those juices I couldn't find a real lot of information on, like such as VG-PG ratio. I'm guessing it's going to be at least 70% though, seeing how this is going to be my drippers box. So this is actually Queen's Lady. It's a menthol cantaloupe peach. You get a lot more menthol and cantaloupe than you do peach, at least I do. Don't have the same throat hit problem as I did with Keystone on this, so go ahead, I'm going to bump that up to around an 8 out of 10. Good juice, definitely recommend it to people. Alright, next, once again, from Chalice Vapors. This, like I said, 3 milligram, and this is going to be their flavor called Grail. And what Grail is a raspberry chocolate. This is one of my top flavors out of this box. I'm really not a big fan of chocolate, but the chocolate in this one, at least to me, is extremely subtle. It's just muted. Either you can call the chocolate subtle or you can call the raspberry overpowering, and I love raspberry, so I really enjoy this. Take a couple pulls on her, let you guys see the vapor production. Pretty much the same as the Queen's Lady, just prefer the flavor better on this one. It does have a little bit of a throat hit, but nothing too bad. But I'm also vaping at 40 watts. If you guys are pushing this out of like 11, 12, 15, 20, 30 watt device, or even vaping around there, you're going to get a lot easier throat hit. But vapor production out of this world, which, I mean, that automatically tells you it's at least 70% VG, most likely more. All right, next is going to be my source code purple potion. Absolutely love this. This is going to be my all-day vape out of this box. I could sit there all day long using nothing but this juice and absolutely love it. This one is going to be an 80-20 PG VG, so a little bit more VG on there. Of course, better vapor production out of that. But like I said earlier, you put this in your tank, you're probably going to have to do a couple of primer pulls on it in between hits just to make sure that you keep those wicks saturated with the thicker juices. Source code would recommend giving this one a 9 out of 10 just because of the flavor. And I don't think I told you guys the flavor, but this is a pomegranate lychee. And never really got a throat hit from it until I got pushing around like 50 watts. So good little vape. But like I said, if you're into the throat hits, you're not going to really get it until you're up at higher wattages. All right. Next up is going to be Asteroid Vapor, and this is Gravity, and this is going to be a banana custard. Absolutely love this flavor. It's a 75-25 VG. I give it about an 8 out of 10. Just because I've noticed that I probably just need to let it steep for a few more days, maybe a week, because I get a lot. Because I get it changes on me. I get a lot more banana. One time I'm dripping, next time I drip, I get a lot more custard. Next time they're mixed. It's all over the place. So I think I kind of just need to let it steep and breathe for a little bit. All right, as you can see, vapor production is awesome from her, so have no problem there. All right, next is going to be a company never heard of. I'm sure a lot of people out there have heard of it, but I personally haven't. It's called Midgard Vapor. Artwork on their bottle is awesome. They put a lot of work into this. This is their flavor called Beowulf. Once again, just like I said, I couldn't find a lot of information on this, so I don't know my VG-PG ratios on here. But I'm going to give this about a 7 out of 10. It's a caramel chocolate. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big fan on the chocolates, but so I wish I had more caramel. If this had more caramel in it, I'd bump it up to an 8 or 9 out of 10 type of juice. It's a really right up there juice. All right, next one's also going to be from Midgard, and this is one of my least favorites out of this box. I was hoping that they would get it right, but this is Midgard's 9 Worlds, and says that it's going to be an eggnog flavor. I have yet to find someone that can hit an eggnog flavor on the head. I really love eggnog. I know a lot of people do, and I mean, with the holidays right around the corner, what better way than to sit there and vape at Christmas time on some eggnog? Like I said, can't hit it. No one's hit it on the head. All I get from this is a cream flavor. I get none of like the eggnoggy spice type of flavor. I just get cream and marshmallowy type of flavors. If you really like those type of flavors, great juice for you, but it's not an eggnog, which it's advertised as being an eggnog. So I got to knock it down for that. So I'm only going to give it a 4 out of 10. All right. Next juice is going to be by Seduced Juice, Nebuchadnezzar. Love their artwork. And if you notice over here where it tells you their milligram, at the very end, it's got 3 different markings for VG-PG ratios. The top's going to be 50-50. Next one down is going to be 30-70 VG. And the bottom one is going to be what they call max VG. Research on them doesn't tell me exactly what their max VG ratio is. But their own website says that it is not 100% VG. So if you do have the sensitivity to PG, probably you might get away with this, but it's not 100% VG. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. They said that they use as much VG as they possibly can, but they do have some PG for nicotine and flavor carriers. I don't have the PG issue sensitivity, so not a big issue to me, but I know a lot of people out there do have sensitivity to PG, so definitely be aware that when it says max VG, it is not 100% VG. All right, great juice though. It's 8 out of 10. Just the only reason I knocked them down was because they didn't tell me what their VG PG was. This is a cantaloupe mint cucumber flavor. And cucumbers there, not very strong. Cantaloupes there, not very strong. It's a lot more mint. And it's not spearmint or peppermint or anything like that. It's just mint. I mean, vapor production's right up there, so it's got to be, like I said, in the 80s for the VGs. A little bit too much there. Sorry about that. All right. Now I'm flipping over my notes, moving on to the least favorite juice out of this box. And I am not going to drip this. I will try and find someone to give this away to. I've used it once, and I will never use it again. This is Corndom Sapphire. I can't find any information on them anywhere I look. So, if any of you guys know about this e-juice, please give me some information. Leave them down in the comments so other people who are watching can find out about this too. Flavors are just, for me, they're all over the place. Like, I get like a pine flavor, I get a clove flavor, I get flowers. Like, I get a lot of like outside woodsy type of flavors from it, and to me it's absolutely disgusting. I'm sure other people out there would absolutely love this juice, but to me, I can't stand it. When I was going through and I was doing some taste testing on these and everything like that, I dripped this, only put a couple of drops into my Addy, sat there, took a couple of pulls, just ugh. And then I dripped some more fluid on there. I dripped some of my stronger flavored fluids just sitting there, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to burn this sucker out of here. I burned it for a while to get as much of that flavor out as I could. Put a bunch more juice on there, stronger flavor, hit it, still there. Went through, re-wicked my coils, put more juice on, still could not get rid of the flavor. It was just nasty to me. So I ended up completely ripping apart my atomizer, cleaning it out, boiling it for a little bit, everything else, and finally got rid of the flavor. So I just want you guys to be aware, be prepared for this. It's a flavor that sticks around. It doesn't go away. You can't sit there and put a couple of drops on top of it and vape that and then have this come up later. Absolutely disgusting, but please, if anyone's out there and they can give me information on what flavors these are, because I can't pick them out in any VG-PG ratios, anything about this juice, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right, next, of course, one of the best juices out there on the market, in my opinion. A lot of people love them. Alpha Vapes. I mean, everyone knows about Alpha Vapes. 70-30. This is going to be Hoops. I really enjoy Hoops. It's going to be Cantaloupe Cream. It's Alpha Vapes. Once again, they hit it on the nail. I have not found an Alpha Vapes I don't like, and So I'm giving them a 10 out of 10. You guys know how I feel about alpha vapes, and I'm sure all of you guys have vaped alpha vapes at some point or the other. So you know about it. Nothing to really talk about there. All right. Next one, and I was gonna drip it. Yeah, I probably still can. Let me grab something here. All right. So this is People's Vape. Great little interesting artwork. Love the bottle design. This is Tundra. Now, all of People's Vapes usually are running in different PG VG ratios, at least based on what I can find on their websites. So the Tundra actually runs at 85-15. So this is an extremely thick, heavy VG juice. I mean, if I turn it over inside the bottle, you can kind of see it. It sticks to where it wants to stick. It's just a thick, thick juice. So let me grab this dropper. I usually have a couple cleaned out sitting around, but I know this juice, not too worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a couple of drops of this Tundra in here for you. Now, Tundra is a very interesting mix of flavors. It is going to be menthol, blackberry, key lime, and like a citrus blend. So it's very interesting, but at the same time, very good, very good, very good flavor. Where did I put the cap? All right. Love the bottle. I usually have more eyedroppers and stuff cleaned out sitting around for juices that don't come with them or don't come with little tips on them or anything like that. So that's going to be my one knock against them. And it's not the fact that their bottle design is bad. It's the fact that it doesn't come with an easy way to drip or fill your tanks with it. All right, so let's take a couple of pulls on this one here. Oh, I absolutely love this flavor. It doesn't seem like it should work, but it does. Vapor production's out of this world. Little bit of a throat hit, but yeah, absolutely love it. The menthol is just awesome on this. All right. So that's it for juices. Gonna add these bad boys up here to the ever-growing Boxo juice that I got up here. You guys should probably like to take a look at this massive mess of juices. Let me move my camera down here a little bit. Oh, there she is. So as of right now, and this is everything in here is pretty much about 63 different bottles of juices, and she keeps growing, but like I said, I'm a buffet flavor junkie, so I use all of them at all different times. Set that back up there. You can also see set up a little area here with my top vapor companies and all my different stuff, like Hobo, Kryptonites, all my fun stuff up here. So that's about it for this video. So just keep on vaping. And I will hopefully see you guys a little bit later after the holidays and do a little review here on the Spiralanus. And another big one that I got, my E-Leaf Limo. I think that's who it's by. Yeah, E-Leaf. And great little things. I just want to mess around with them some more, change out some coils, see how long the coil lasts in the Spiralanus before I actually tell you guys how I feel about her. So, once again, that's it. And you guys keep vaping and do what you do, and I'll be back later.